You guys ready for this?
Yeah, it was bad, but now it's great forever.
Forever it will be good. Hutch is in here? Yes.
Oh, thanks, Hutch. Welcome back. Come crawling back all of a sudden, I see.
Yeah, now that we got our suits on.
Yeah, we got some suits. We got down to serious business. All of a sudden, Hutch just shows up out of nowhere again.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. This is Serious Business. I'm Ward.
I'm Justin. Welcome to Serious Business.
Yes, I'm going to use my real name for this. You guys got to deal with that.
Yep. And I'm going to use my real name, too.
How dare you?
Marky Freeman III.
What? So the structure of the show, we're going to talk about some news. This is going to be more about fun. Then we're going to talk about futurology a little bit, not as much about hardware. So if you're here for just the hardware, sorry about that. But there's more pressing matters at hand.
It's true.
Very much so.
Serious pressing matters at hand.
You guys ready to get into it? Hope you guys like that. Hope you guys like that intro.
What up? Hi.
Yeah, this is no longer the Crit Show, so I'm going to be using my real name.
Yeah.
So let me give you guys 2 seconds on this. If you don't know, I think a lot of people already know that Logan is a name I've been using for years and years and years, especially for online gaming and stuff. It's a nickname that came from an ex whose little brother, who's about 6 years old, walked out of a bathroom one day, the first day I'd ever seen him, half asleep because he woke up at 2 in the afternoon from playing video games all night, bumped into me in the hallway and looked up and went, "What's up, Logan?" Because I had the crazy beard and hair. And
the Wolverine hair. Yeah.
From then on, everyone called me Logan, especially for video gaming, because that's kind of the context I've used it in. Anyway, for making video games and making, like whatever other content, I've always signed that as my real name, Ward. So I'm just going to start using that. And then online when we play games, my screen name's still going to be Logan, because that's my gamer tag. That's
I'll
it.
Be Justin.
He's just Justin.
I'll be Justin.
But you're Dead Awesome Robot, is that
I
what
am
it is?
Dead Awesome Robot. That's, yeah.
Below, you guys will see all the cool stuff we have down there. Be sure to read the rules, or I'll kill you.
Yeah.
We don't mess around in business.
This is serious. We're so fucking serious.
We can fucking curse, too.
Oh, yeah, we can fucking curse again. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
We're not on YouTube. It's going to go on YouTube, but I don't care about the ad.
Yeah, whatever. So I'm already waiting for what will inevitably happen is when we put this up on YouTube, because we're going to put this up on YouTube, and everyone's going to be like, "Oh, I thought you said this wasn't going to go on YouTube anymore. What the fuck? I thought this was the last Crypto. You guys are fucking liars." No. But it's not.
We may actually put it on a different YouTube channel.
Yeah, we could.
I mean, we've got the Serious Business YouTube channel about to go live.
So Silver47 asked why, can we briefly explain why we moved to Twitch? Mostly because YouTube is a cesspool of unhappiness.
The easiest way to say this is YouTube over the last several years has done everything they can to move toward a different type of content. They weren't breaking even. They weren't making a lot of money for a while. So in order for them to make money, they need to just push the 1% as much as possible and sort of get rid of all the rest of it. So most of our people out there and most of our community were not receiving our updates. And every week I was collecting like 20 or 30 screenshots of people being like, "I thought you guys were dead. I haven't seen one of your videos in three months." And then all of a sudden I saw your Twitter post. I didn't see anything on my YouTube thing. That the community is a lot more toxic over there than it is here on Twitch. Twitch is a much better community. And Twitch has way better tools to help us with our content creation, to help us with our broadcasting, and also to help us with monetization.
And I could say fuck as much as I want.
That's the real reason. This is
every time when we were filming the Crit Show, I would be filming and stuff, and then we'd get to the end of something, and I would be like, "And that's fucking cool too." And every time I'd be like, "God damn it! Now we have to edit out that little ending thing because I swore again."
Yeah. So you need to monetize the VODs. All right, we'll look into that. Yeah. Twitch for the win. It is a better platform. We'll probably dump these over to either DTube or YouTube or something. But also, the other thing is we're going to be focusing a lot on working on the video game. And it'll be nice to use Twitch as a platform to stream while we're doing some stuff like that.
Are we going to rename the channel?
No.
So this show is Serious Business, but we're not changing the name of anything to Serious Business. The name of the show is Serious Business. We're still Tech Syndicate. We're still going to do hardware videos on YouTube for at least the
until somebody throws a bunch of money at us to make a video
game so we can stop. But
then, even then, I'll hire someone to continue doing that. I'll get some help for that. So
yeah,
because it's cool. Anyway, let's get down to some of the. We'll go through the news quickly, and then we've got a Comcast skit. We actually hired a couple actors and maybe 3 actors, and got a little Comcast skit here that we wrote.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna come up a little later in the show.
First off, Forbes last week they wrote an article saying that Amazon should replace libraries. Did you guys see this? They took it down already because it's completely ridiculous. They wanted to replace libraries, and a lot of the premise of this was like, hey, the libraries are costing taxpayers a lot of money, and we could just get rid of it because most people don't read anyway, and then we could just have Amazon build physical stores all over the place instead of libraries where people could go and buy things.
Yeah, because that's what you do at a library is go and buy the books from the...
I don't think this person's ever actually used a library. Most of my education came from a library, so I have a very special spot in my heart for libraries. They are centers for research and help.
It's also where creeps go to use the internet.
Okay. $2. No, never mind. I'm not going to... No. Don't even know how to read.
That's why it doesn't work here anymore.
We don't need them books. So it's right here. Who says that?
Most libraries are
certified. I can't read that stuff from far away.
Cirstas?
Yeah,
like Mima Cirstas
going
out for a wild Friday night.
So Cirstas has it right. Most of the libraries are community things, and the property taxes from local communities will usually pay for them. So it's not even a federal tax.
Yeah.
But the most ridiculous part of this is that libraries, they're so necessary for communities, but they're not free at all. But the idea of having a major company come in and replace them is just so beyond asinine, and
especially like Amazon with a money first, people second attitude.
Right.
Like
libraries are a service, and the other thing is that authors, they don't make a ton of money off libraries, but they don't make a ton of money off Amazon either. Libraries will buy boxes and boxes of a certain book if it does really well, and then they've got some different structure set up. Now, did you guys know that you can go to your local library, and then you can use Rakuten OverDrive? Rakuten is another company similar to Amazon or something, just kind of shittier, but I think they do. I think Rakuten owns Buy.com. I'm not 100% sure, but they have a service called OverDrive where they sync up with the library, and then you can go on there and check out books and even get audiobooks for free with your library card. And you can sign up for the library card right here on the internet, and you get these things, well, I say for free. You're paying for it with your tax dollars. And then you can read them, and the authors are going to get a little bit of a royalty on some of this stuff. But again, they're not going to make it.
Needs more of your money. So.
Yeah.
His kids need your
kids,
money.
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah, exactly. Another good point for Silver. Like, that's where poor law students like myself have to go because they can't afford textbooks and stuff like that. Like,
you can sit in the library and research, and a lot of times you'll have like 10 books that you're not going to take home. You're not going to buy all 10 of these books, but you're looking for like some weird fact about ancient Egypt, and there you've got like some old texts all over the desks and reference libraries, and you're looking things up on your Funkin' Wagnalls. That's an old one. I'm not sure people even know that. Anyway,
and your Microfiche.
Your Microfiche.
Yep, and your microfilm, but most importantly, the Microfiche. Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. Good news. SteamOS 3 is on the way right now. They got it codenamed Clockwerk. And whether or not you care about SteamOS, the point here is that Valve is still pushing for Linux as a platform. And when they make a new version of the OS, they always work with AMD and NVIDIA and do everything they can with Linux. And they're using Debian 9. They do everything they can to update the drivers and make sure everything runs smoothly. Our game is going to be on Linux, and hopefully yours will too. I don't know.
Yeah, we can all be on Linux.
That's all for that. Just a quick mention.
Yeah. Flippy the robot hamburger.
I thought it was going to be.
I love the first line is just Flippy the robot hamburger. Like, now I want to make a cartoon about Flippy the robot hamburger.
So this was tried out for a while, and right now they have Flippy the robot hamburger, flipping burgers.
Yep.
We'll tell you about our game in just a minute, by the way.
Yeah. So
Flipping
Flippy doesn't just flip hamburgers though. It can also like sense and time when burgers have been cooking and like which patty has been cooking for how long, and then like alert the foolish human that can't handle this on its own that when to put cheese on and stuff like that, because Flippy's got this under control. So
well, they really have a low opinion of the people who work in these environments, being like, "Hey, idiot,
yeah,
listen to the robot."
Like, yeah, the robot will tell you when to put cheese on it. Don't worry.
I think it's funny because they've employed this. They've rolled this out at Dodger Stadium. It's doing thousands and thousands of hamburgers, and they're actually saying that this is going to help the employees by removing some of the tedious overhead. They're not saying anything about like how it's going to replace a lot of employees, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Right now, it can't apply the condiments and all that sort of thing.
And it can't wrap the burgers. So as long as you can put paper around something, you got a job.
I think a lot of the guys who are screaming, "They took our gerbs."
Yeah.
I think that they're them yelling about foreigners and stuff. I think they should be yelling about robots.
Yeah. The robots are taking your job or come and take your gerbs. Like, that's what's really going down here. Yeah, they're saying like eventually this thing is also going to learn how to cut and run the fryer and stuff like that. Like once you don't need someone to cut your onions and all that other crap, what are you going to do? Like,
I don't know. This thing is going to be cutting onions soon enough.
See, here's the real thing here is that what you need to do is go into hamburger flipping robot repair. Because that way you're still needed when everything goes wrong.
Unless they're Japanese robots.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah.
And then it's like, well, yeah, we'll call you in 7 years after we flip 400 million hamburgers and the thing needs a little WD-40.
Yeah. I mean, and then you could do like what mechanics do, where you leave it so it's kind of like.
That's what you're going to have to do, because the way the whole idea of the way Japanese build a lot of their cars is they build them to last for a long time. But remember back in, I think it was the 70s or something, they came over to America and they told the American auto industry, like, listen, everybody, we've got this new business model we should do. You make your cars to break in a few years so they have to come and buy a new one. And the Americans were like, that sounds great. And then the Japanese went back and were like, build them to last forever.
Yep. All right, we fucked the Americans. Move on.
And then I think the Americans are still in this mentality a lot of times. And a lot of places around the world are in this mentality where they keep buying things over and over. Like they keep buying the same plastic chair, then they go home and sit their fat ass in it and it snaps and they like go back and buy another one instead of buying just one wooden chair.
What's
that called?
Planned obsolescence.
Yeah. But what's the mentality called where you fall into a trap where you keep buying things that have planned obsolescence? What is that? Is there guys out there? Is there a mentality that you slip into?
Like ignorant consumerism?
Well, yeah, but it keeps people.
I guess would be the name of that.
It keeps people poor because when you look at it, you can buy one wooden chair for $50, or you can buy 90 plastic chairs that'll last just as long for $10 each. It's called stupidity.
There you go.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, back.
Apple cronies, yeah.
All right, so what's this DC streaming service?
DC is going to be putting up a streaming service that's going to actually have all their TV shows, all their movies, and all of their comics all in one stop. And you can go and for like $75 a year or something like that, you can go and read all their comics, like a backlog of comics, get new comics and stuff like that. But also get to see all their animated movies and stuff like that, and along with all their live action ones as well. And I got to tell you, the live action ones are okay, but the animated movies from that DC puts out, like all the Justice League movies and stuff like that, those things are really rad.
Do they have Robin in them?
Some of them do.
Robin is. I'm not gonna.
You're gonna start your Robin rant again.
I'm gonna derail everything you've just said
every time,
and all we're gonna do is talk about how terrible Robin is.
Some days we just gotta get Logan drunk and have him rant about Robin for like a half hour.
Robin.
Like, why would you even name a hero Robin?
Not nearly as tough as Pheasant.
Yeah, he's robbing me of my happiness.
Oh God. Anyway. What?
Too bad all the DC stuff sucks except for Batman.
Does it all?
This is
your
hyper opinion area right now.
Your opinion is so strong it might be fact.
Yeah.
Larkman. I want Larkman.
Larkman. The Lark.
We need Larkman.
No. So the way I've kind of been viewing like the comics and stuff, because I've actually been like following a lot of the comics recently and things like that, is that Marvel has and I know I'm saying Marvel and I'm talking about DC, but here we go. Marvel has their cinematic stuff on lockdown. Like they are owning the movie game right now.
Thanks, Disney.
Yeah, way to go, Disney. However, DC has figured out like the small TV show game, and they've also figured out making comics still good. So like Marvel is still stuck in this world where they're like, let's just do another Civil War. That's easy enough. We'll just call it Civil War 2. Like, let's just rebrand the same things we did over and over again and just like call it a clone, or just be like, oh, it was an alternate dimension. Shit, sorry guys. You know, and I know DC is doing a bunch of the Infinity War stuff, or not Infinity War, War on Infinite Earths. Sorry. Yeah, the Infinity Wars on Marvel. But anyways, so like DC is at least trying to like, you know, be progressive with their storylines and things like that a lot more than Marvel is, I think. Also, if you haven't read, if you want something good from DC, if you haven't read their retelling of the Flintstones and the Jetsons and all of the Hanna-Barbera crossovers that they're doing, they are fucking phenomenal. The Elmer Fudd Batman crossover, I shit you not, is a really gritty, awesome piece of comic book.
Gritty. It is actually gritty.
Yeah.
If you want really gritty, you got to get Dark Horse. But
yeah,
I mean, from the big companies, I'm sure there's a lot of independent stuff out there. Anyway, one more topic, and then we're going to show you guys our Comcast kit before anybody else in the universe has seen it, other than maybe 2 people. So that's coming up right here in just a second.
Yep.
But first.
So yes, The Expanse, which if you haven't heard of The Expanse, welcome from underneath the rock that you've been in. The Expanse is going to be turned into an RPG. And the Kickstarter for the RPG was funded in an hour.
Where is that Kickstarter? It's here, yes.
Yeah. Like...
It's still, you could just sit here and watch this go up. It's going to go... I mean, okay, of course this is rattling. There are some... I mean, I've heard people complain that there's not a really good space RPG, but I'm sure there is. It's just you haven't found it yet.
Well, a lot of
this
people
might fill a void for some people who are tired of running around with swords and shields.
That's the thing. So like right now, a lot of the space RPG games out there are franchise-based space games. Like the main ones out there right now are the Fantasy Flight Star Wars and Star Trek Adventures. Well, yeah, but the Dark Heresy 40K thing, but that's again a franchise-based thing, and this one is also going to be a franchise-based thing. Like so, but people are excited because they're hoping it's going to be a little bit more of an open-ended franchise-based thing instead of having to be Star Wars with lightsabers and stuff like that and all that other good stuff. But yeah,
I can't really say much about this because I don't want to give things away.
Yeah,
you know, if I'm not even going to, because you haven't read it all yet, so I'm not going to give anything away. But there's some pretty big plot twists in there. So and there's some pretty big elements that aren't introduced until later in the book.
Oh man, Knights of the Old Republic, yes. I missed that game. I want to play that game.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to play that game real bad again. I have it on my phone because we live in a beautiful time where you can have Knights of the Old Republic on your phone.
All right, you guys ready to do the thing, whatever the fuck we're doing?
The Comcast skit?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for the skit? All right, let's just do this. Where's the button for it? We're using the what is this thing called?
This is the Stream Deck from
Elgato. Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks very much, Corsair, sending over the Stream Deck.
Yeah, look at this.
Don't unplug it. This thing is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to roll a skit. If you guys like it, we'll make more. We'll try to do as many as we possibly can, but these things do require a bit of work. I will say, let me preface this, it's a rough cut. The audio is a little rough in here, and there's no color correction, but it's ready for you today. So be a little forgiving. Also, the real version is probably not going to have the intro, just to speed it up. So you guys are getting a special extra intro. Let us know if you liked the intro. All right, let's do this.
At Comcast, we care so much about you that we've spent millions lobbying to ensure you won't have any other ISP choices. Comcast, your best option, your only option. Comcast cares about what you do online. That's why we keep a history of every page you visit for at least 6 months. Even safe mode can't escape us, so you can rest assured. Thank you for calling Comcast customer support. Your wait time is only 97 minutes. For a shorter wait time, try Customer Support Platinum for $1.99 per minute plus additional fees. Have you heard about the Xfinity Triple Play Pack? Complete with 600 channels, including sports, movies, HD music, and many other channels you'll never use. All for a price that's been called inescapable.
Hi, I need to set up service at my address.
All right, absolutely. We can get you going on our premium package plus triple play.
No, I was calling to see what your fastest internet speeds are first.
We can do 105 megabits per second.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
This package comes with Showtime, Cinemax, and HBO, plus unlimited calls to both the US and Canada.
I don't know anyone in Canada. I just need internet.
Well, we can't do that.
Why not?
If you want the 105 megabits, you also have to get the premium package. Now, like I said earlier, this comes with HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, and free
No,
unlimited...
I don't want any of the other stuff. I just want the internet.
Okay. Then I guess you could get our burst internet. 50 megabits per second, but it's really expensive if you don't get it with any of the discounts with the package deals.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine. I don't want the 50 megabit anyway. I want the 105.
If you want the 105 megabits, then
No,
you need to get the premium pack.
I understand. I just don't
Okay.
understand. Okay, how much for the 50 megabit?
Absolutely. It is $65 if you get it with the phone service, plus hidden fees, taxes, and equipment rental.
Wait, what was that last part?
Nothing.
I don't want phone service.
Then you won't get any discounts.
Don't want all of this other crap. I just want internet.
But that's the package with the fastest internet.
I don't even want TV. Do I even need TV if I have internet?
Wouldn't you prefer to watch your shows legally?
What are you talking about? I have Netflix and Hulu.
But you can't get HBO Go without a subscription to cable.
I don't care about HBO Go. I'd rather read a fucking book.
Ma'am, if you continue with that language, I will have to terminate this call. I suppose if you just wanted to utilize the internet, you could get the package and just ignore the television and the phone.
All right, how much is all of that together then?
So it's going to be $150 for the television, $45 for the phone, and $89.99 for the internet, plus hidden fees, taxes, and equipment rental.
Wait, what did you just say?
Nothing, so shut your goddamn mouth. All right, so should we get you signed up?
No! What the fuck?
Ma'am, your language.
Help me understand something. Your infrastructure supports the 105 megabit internet to my address, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a technical limitation that prevents you from giving it to me without the TV and phone?
No, of course not.
Okay. Then I would just like the 105 megabit internet.
With that internet, you will also be getting HBO, Cinemax, and Showtime, plus free unlimited calls to both the US and Canada.
No, I don't want all of that other crap. No. Why are you doing this?
Because we're Comcast. That's why.
I'm done. I'm gonna call somebody else. This is bullshit.
You can't call another company. All right, there are no other companies. And even if there were, their prices would be the exact same as ours.
So you collude to screw your customers?
That's just Comcast.
You know what? Give me the 50 megabit internet and nothing else.
Well, in that case, it's going to cost you. Without the TV or the phone service, the price jumps up to $89 a month.
$89? That's the same price as the 105 megabit internet. That's extortion.
No, ma'am, that's just Comcast. If you don't get the triple play, then you can't have it.
All right, let's just do it. This 50 megabits. Sign me up. Let's go.
All right, fantastic. So we're going to sign you up for the burst internet. That is going to be $89 a month, plus hidden fees, taxes, and equipment rental.
Wait, what?
You're just going to have to rent the modem as well.
No, I'll buy a modem.
But you can't do that.
No, I work in tech. I know how this works. I'll just buy a modem that works with Comcast.
Hey, Rick, we got a tech guy over here. All right, so should we go ahead and process that request? I'll use the credit card that we have on file.
No. Fucking stop it. Like, what is wrong with you?
Ma'am, all right, I can understand you are very upset right now. You're not in a position to make your own decisions. That is fine. I am going to go ahead and process this request on your behalf. Now, please be advised, we are going to be sending a technician to your house. He's going to arrive sometime in the next 90 days between the hours of 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. Now, you must be present at your house when this technician arrives. If you are not, there will be a service fee that will be charged to your account.
What?
Sound good?
How did it go through? I didn't give you a credit card. I don't want any of this. Cancel everything.
We have you locked in to a 2-year contract. If you cancel it, it is going to be an $1,800 cancellation fee, plus you're going to owe the remaining balance on your account. Is there anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
Is there a manager I can speak to?
You don't have elevated personnel privileges.
All right, so with that, it sounds like we're done here.
No, you're not listening to me. What? I need to talk to a manager.
Ma'am, it sounds like we are done here. All right, have a great day, and thank you so much for choosing Comcast.
Hello?
All right.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, it's a little rough, but
Yeah.
I think the idea's there.
I think it's pretty good.
I enjoyed watching it without audio. So guys, yeah,
But you said that, Timber King? You said that to her face?
So I'd like to be able to record. I'd like to do one of those once a month, but that's a little difficult because of all the other things we have going on, and we have a priority list. But if you guys liked it, and if things go well with Twitch, then it should be easier to do more of these.
All right.
Because we'll have more
Oh,
help.
balls.
You got to do something about that
I
jacket.
gotta lose this jacket. Give me a sec here.
In wintertime, we'll be able to deal with jackets, but
Yeah, cashmere and heat are not friends.
full cashmere. All right, guys. So we'll put that up on YouTube after we do the color correction and that sort of thing, and then everybody can share it around. But that Comcast call, I wrote that after getting off the phone with Comcast one day, and this is back when they had the policy where you couldn't get the highest speeds unless you also bought all the shit. I think they've changed that policy to be fair since then.
Yeah.
But still, fuck Comcast, because
Seriously, yeah.
seriously,
Because fuck Comcast.
because fuck Comcast.
So I'm not drinking beer out of here. Why is Justin so damp? Because I was just wearing a cashmere freaking jacket and it's 90 degrees in here.
It's literally 90 degrees.
Yeah.
I am. You want me to get you a paper towel?
Oh no, I'm okay. You sure? Yeah, I'm good.
You could just do business dab.
Yeah, business dab.
We get like a kerchief. What the business dabbing?
That was a business dab.
Oh no!
You said it.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go get you a kerchief. Sick of this.
I got him to leave again. This is so easy to get him up from the desk, you guys. I can just like spill something on him or dab. Okay.
I got distracted.
I am Alex Jones level of sweaty. That guy gets super sweaty.
This is a white kerchief. It's not a paper towel.
Business dab. Yeah, guys, it's fucking hot in here. It is like 90,000 degrees outside in the heat.
I found the gummy vitamins.
Oh, good.
I
Get some vitamin D in your system.
I'm not sure if I already took them or not today.
Goblin vampires?
I'll find out later. What?
Start talking about goblin vampires. Okay, so let's see.
What?
Someone asked if we could talk about goblin vampires. So like,
I don't like to eat vampires.
just gobble them right up.
Let's get to our big thing of the day. All right, we're gonna joke around about this for a little while. So, Pistol's here. What's up?
Hi, Pistol.
Our biggest thing of the day here is an interesting little documentary here, Vice News, about how trailers are engineered to manipulate you, and a lot of it's done with sounds. And I think we really need to start including some of these sounds. You guys should go watch this. Don't do it right now, of course. Stay right fucking here.
Yeah,
You're not dismissed yet.
we'll let you know when the business meeting is over.
Yeah, then you guys can,
We'll let you guys.
then you guys can go watch this. But the bottom line is a lot of the events, like when something is suspenseful is about to happen or something is coming up, they'll amplify it with these weird sound effects, like the 60, was it the 60 chorus of 60?
That
and then,
one,
and then
like,
someone falls or
yeah.
something. But we should do that for like really mundane things, like
Yeah.
delicious.
And then there was also, what was the other one they said?
Just
The power down.
power down, like whoom, 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 whoom,
Yeah.
whoom. And then the
Yeah. There is AC in PDX, and there's AC in our office. However, we can't have the AC on and also be recording at the same time because otherwise you just hear in the background.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
don't want that. So we're sweating our balls off for you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Can you do that live with the Steam Deck? Yeah.
Anyway, so the trailerization, right? Movies and theaters are not doing that well right now, and I've got some theories about why that is. But I think they're like too similar. Mm-hmm. Just like I can't tell one comic book movie from the next these days, and they all have the same sort of a flow to them. You know what I mean? Like the formula. We're getting used to the formula. So the big big AAA titles and stuff that are in theaters are, to me, I think, getting a little old.
Yeah.
That's
we have
just me.
actually good. Everyone's dissing on our mics right now.
What?
Everyone's trash talking our mics, saying that if we had some good ones instead of
Well, if we're
this,
wearing lavs, we'll try out lavs. But
Yeah.
right now we're using an Omni mic. If we did a directional mic, it might be a little better. But those, you don't understand. The AC units are actually very, very loud because they're floor standing units. So they're way louder than your AC unit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but not as good because ours are terrible.
I want to know if some of you guys. This is why I wanted to bring this up mainly. I want to know if some of you guys can take the Citizen Kane trailer. I want somebody else to do this.
The Citizen Kane trailer is.
I'm going to play a little bit.
It's real
of this.
tough.
Let's turn it down a little bit, but let's play a little bit of this. This is Citizen Kane trailer.
You'll be repeating it. And here's George Coulouris, who's a grand actor. I'll say that name again. George Coulouris. Watch it. Here comes Everett Sloan. Look out, Everett. Oops. Everett Sloan, ladies and gentlemen, he isn't necessarily a comedian. And here's one of the best actors in the world, Agnes Moorehead. I've said a lot of nice things, but Erskine Sanford deserves some more. Erskine Sanford. So does Paul. Paul Stewart, everybody. Citizen Kane is a modern American story about a man called Kane, Charles Foster Kane. I don't know how to tell you about him. There's so many things to say.
So yeah, Citizen Kane is a story about Kane. Charles Foster Kane,
and he's a citizen. So there's the movie for you.
Citizen Kane is by critics. They say it's the best movie ever made. Right?
It's arguably
generally seen by most as the best movie ever made. I don't. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but maybe it is the best movie ever made. But I think it needs a modern trailer. It needs like a rosebud, like wow,
like it pauses for a second and then you see like does the power down? You see the snow globe falling with like a jaguar noise in it.
Okay, who's going to do this? I want to volunteer right now. Someone needs to do this before we leave this meeting.
And then they have to do. You can't forget about the other part. That they have to have the remade song in there too. So that's when they put the I hurt myself today. But it's like an even more echoey.
It's like him shaking his wife around and her just being like this in slow mo. I hurt myself today.
Yeah.
No, stop it, Charles.
Sledding like.
Can we? Has anyone volunteered yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I feel like Orson, like when you do watch the Citizen Kane theatrical trailer, I feel like Orson Welles was like, all right, I'm going to do this in one take. I am so busy, or Orson Welles, I'm so tired and ready to go have a 3-course meal.
But he says this while he's carrying around, it's not like you're carrying around a Handycam back then. He's carrying around a 700-pound camera, and if you want to turn the camera, you've got to like crank all these things, and it's like... Now we're on you.
Yeah.
So he's like, hold on.
Like, Paul, look at the camera, Paul.
He's not necessarily
Paul,
a comedian.
I'm fucking recording right now. Look at the fucking camera, Paul.
And then caught her with her hair up because we weren't playing. I don't know. Maybe they were just pretending to be that genuine.
I don't know.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. So that's fun. Do we have to talk about this?
We don't have to.
I don't care about it.
We can laugh about it for...
I don't know if I care about it.
Yeah, I don't either. Oh, this guy.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
Boy, this guy.
This guy. Whew. Yeah.
There's a new Dumbo?
What?
There's a new Dumbo?
Well, okay. Let's just. I'm gonna play this for a second. This is the guy who invented the battle royale before anyone else ever
Brendan, player unknown green.
So.
Royale was the plane flying over the blue zone and the danger red zone. That's my design. That's what I want to play myself. I'm sure we'll see it evolving in other games coming forward. I'm interested to see what Call of Duty does, and then see what the Black Ops ways of doing battle royale is. I'm interested to see if Battlefield will do something to the game mode that I created.
Yeah. So he wants battle royale, and this is a strange because the guy's arrogant and full of himself, but that's a really good way to get ahead in the world these days, which is strange.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, apparently, like if you're arrogant and full of yourself, people are like, give that guy some money.
Yeah, it's just really weird about how he could in one breath be like, this is something completely original that I came up with on my own, 100% just out of my brain. Pff, like I just had this epiphany and God just whispered in my ear that was like, hey man, Battle Royale, this is all you. And then in the next breath, he's like, well, if it wasn't for all the Arma 3 community and stuff like that in the movie Battle Royale, I really wouldn't have,
Right. Yeah, he really... He gives credit where credit is due and then takes credit.
Yeah.
It's like, if it wasn't for the modding community over here, but I did it all myself.
Like, Battle Royale inspired me, but really I'm the hero here because I watched it. Like...
Yeah, he did make the Arma mod. But I mean, yeah, I watched Battle Royale first.
Yeah.
The movie.
So,
But I mean, I think the funny thing in here is that before, right, like a while back, they were all like, "We're going to sue these guys. We're mad about this, and too many people are copying us." But now that he's seeing that he can't stop it, right, and the internet gets mad, and he has to deal with the vitriol. He's like, "No, I'm great. It's great." So now instead, he's changed his tune to like, "I'm really excited to see what everyone does with my creation."
yeah.
So that's his stance now.
This is so great, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah, like I've look what I've done for you. Now you all can do things with it.
This feels like I forget what company made Rampage back in the day, but that's literally like the creator of Rampage being like, "Well, I watched King Kong and then made this completely original game about monsters destroying buildings." Yeah. Oh no, I saw Godzilla too, but they really have me to think.
Yeah,
You know.
and anyone who makes anything with any giant monsters in the future, you're welcome to use my creations.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't worry. Yeah.
So he's funny. I am so happy that I'm not playing PlayerUnknown's Battle Royale anymore. I am so happy. You don't understand. My stress levels have gone down so much.
It's
wonderful.
Don't miss it at all either. I have
You didn't like it as much in the
no,
beginning.
but the only downside right now is that a lot of my friends online right now are just like, "Oh, let's go play Realm Royale, or let's go play PlayerUnknown, or let's go play Fortnite and stuff like that." I'm like, or we could go play something that's not that.
PUBG is a good game when it works, says Landon. Land Zero N. Yeah, it's okay. It's fun when it works, but the problem is that it's very stressful. So if you're someone has a lot of time and you're young and you don't have to worry about 900 other things and whatever, play it all night.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's fine. You don't have to. If you waste 30 minutes looting and then die, it's not as stressful as like. If you had 10 things to do, but you're playing games and you shouldn't be playing games, and you're like, I just want to play games to de-stress a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you're like, shit, I didn't have any fun. And I get so mad. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not having any fun, but I wanted to play a game. What am I doing to myself? So, yeah.
So what are you playing right now then?
What am I playing right now?
Yeah. Do you want to give a what are we playing? What are we reading?
I'm not really playing anything right now. No, I'm working. I'm playing Unreal Engine right now. Working on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I could show them a little bit while you tell them what you're playing. I'll bring up a little video to show them.
I mean, admittedly, I got caught up in the No Man's Sky hype and went back and took a look at it once the next update came out. But actually, I'm on a Paper Mario kick right now.
Paper Mario.
And I'm playing them all completely legitimately through the proper systems.
Well, if you own a copy of the game, it's
Which
totally,
I do.
totally cool to emulate it. What happened to your eyes there?
Oh, sorry. I had something dusty in them. Yeah, I totally own all the copies. So yeah, so actually I'm like for some reason was just like I really want to replay through the Paper Mario series for some known reason. So I legally exhaustively went out and found copies of everything.
Well,
and shelled out a bunch of money and wink wink.
what are you guys playing in the comments? Let us know.
Yeah.
And also, I had a little bit of an idea for something we could throw over on the forum, but also here. We have huge backlogs, and there's the whole thing on Steam where you have the curators that have like a list of all the games you should buy. But there's a lot of games that many of us own or that are low cost or something. I thought it might be fun to get together and do like, a book club, but with a game where you like, okay, we're all going to look at our backlog and vote and say like, this game that none of us have played, but it has really good ratings.
Yeah.
Let's all play that for a month, and then like we can talk about it afterwards. I mean, it's kind of
I could do a book club thing.
yeah, but with games, it might be fun. I don't know. It might be a dumb idea. Maybe it's a dumb idea.
Someone core something or other. You're playing Vermintide 2. Who are you playing in that? I want to know.
Where is it up here?
Yeah. Someone said Vermintide 2.
Vermintide 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're getting
I want to know who you're playing in it.
we're getting slow here.
Are you one of the elf mains? Yeah.
Do you guys also want to know what we're watching, what we're reading? Because we can do that once a month or so.
Oh yeah, we can always talk about like what we're watching. And what
You reading anything?
I'm reading those comics that I mentioned earlier, the like crossover ones. There's
Rancid Diaper says yes to reading. Who reads? You guys should read right now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm reading Stephen King's It right now.
yeah.
It's the first Stephen King book that I've read, but I went through a phase where I was about to finish The Expanse, right? All the books in The Expanse, including the novellas. And then after that, I was like, well, I need something else to read. And I have been craving like the Tales from the Loop flavor, but there's no Tales from the Loop book. They're gonna make a TV show before they make a book.
Yeah. And there's like the short stories and stuff that Stalenhag did, but they're just like little.
I mean, you can like read them
blurbs and stuff. Yeah,
read them while you're cooking. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, I guess Stephen King's It is set back kind of in that like sleepy small town thing, and I've never read a Stephen King book, and oh my god, that guy writes a lot of words.
He's very verbose.
I might read The Stand, thanks, next, but if I can get through this one. So right now I'm only on like chapter 5 or 6, and it's just exposition, and it's like each character has to like, every time they do anything, it's like they can't just have a drink of coffee. It's like he reached for his mug of coffee, and upon grasping the ceramic sides, he remembered the ceramic mug that was smashed into his face as a child when little Ricky Morton mortified him, as they called it in school. He remembered that it came back and it haunted him. It drew his heart down into his stomach, and he had a low feeling for hours. He was unable to move. And then his wife touched him on the shoulder and said, Your flesh is standing. What is happening? Scars are appearing on your forehead. Are you okay? He drank his coffee and said, I'm fine.
It's like...
That's Stephen King.
It's like reading one of those elven poems out of The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings or something like that. Jesus, that went on for pages.
That's everything. I mean, it's like, it doesn't stop. It's like you can't even... no one can do anything without, like, no one can pick up a thing of keys. No one can open a car door without... He touched the cold handle, and then there goes another thing. Like,
literally,
the cold reminded him of, you know...
It seems like Stephen King characters. I was Steven Universe characters. Haha. Stephen King characters are just like existing in this universe where they're either dying or thinking about shitty things that happened to them in the past.
Yeah, everyone in there is awful in the present because of something awful in the past.
Like, is that gonna kill me or just make me really bummed out? Like, let's figure it out.
But it's like some dude's about to hit his wife, but then before he hits his wife, he remembers all the shit in the past that came up into this moment that made him hit his wife.
Yeah.
And it's like Stephen King must write all of this. So it's interesting because it's just like the dark and morbid parts of, you know, humanity, but I can almost hear his writing process sometimes, which is whatever. Anyway,
Dalton Trumbo.
What?
That name, someone just put Johnny Got His Gun by Dalton Trumbo. I gotta tell you, Dalton Trumbo, that sounds like a fantasy character name.
Dalton Trumbo?
Like, and what is your bard's name that you are playing this evening? I am Dalton Trumbo.
Extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Is he a trombone player, or is he play like...
I am from the College of Lore, and I am...
Yeah.
That's an actual term. I just used a legit term in making fun of stuff.
Oh, all right, guys. I want to show you guys a little bit of this.
A battle bard or a barbarian, either one.
All right, have you guys seen this new, the new Fallout? They finally announced the next Fallout game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here it is, the brand new next Fallout game. If it would play. Wow.
Are we on?
I'll just let it play through here.
Should I be quiet right now?
No, it's... So I'm going to skip through this a little bit. So the next one's Miami, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You guys can watch it afterwards.
Yeah, those are croco claws or something, or alligator or gator claws or something.
The video window cuts off on the right side. We'll fix that for next time.
Yeah.
Well, we will fix that video cutting off on the sides. All right, so this is not actually the next Fallout game. This is a mod, but it looks like the next Fallout.
Awesome.
It looks really...
It looks like an improvement on Miami.
I know, like, why is Miami was way more dilapidated than I lived
like,
there.
I guess Miami in the pre-nuclear 50s must have been nice because they started by being like, this place used to be great, and I'm like, when?
I think there's all the information. I'll link this in the chat for everybody just so you guys can have this. But I have a hard time with things that are set in Miami just because I go into PTSD mode from living there for just a few months.
Like I feel like if we wanted to go by the trailer logic that we've been using today, then that means that there needs to be like a slow version with like a spooky lady voice singing Will Smith Miami behind it, like bouncing in the club where the heat is on. Gator claw thing. Wow. All night on the beach till the break of dawn.
And then over top of that,
and then like show the guy fighting with an axe on the beach and stuff like that.
Gotta say in a world.
Yeah, in a world.
In a world where stuff sucks. That's what it's gotta be.
Hey, look! Oh, that's the arcade cabinet from Kung Fury.
Nice. I got that in there. Why
It
not?
sure looks like it.
But yeah, no, Miami's definitely not this nice.
I've lived in
Okay, that's
Florida
pretty
for
funny.
25 years. Yeah, see right there. All night on the beach, the break of dawn. Dun,
Yeah.
dun. Yeah.
Kind of like they did with "What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor" for
Yeah.
Dishonored.
Yeah, there you go.
I can get behind that. Yep.
Man, we are in the wrong job. We should be just making...
Unfollowed. We've done something.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
sure.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, we've got to stop the show. One person unfollowed.
Ah!
Oh god.
Was it because I slow sang Miami?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, well-
we're gonna talk about this later.
I mean, really, that's Will Smith's fault you're unsubbing. Like, it's not mine.
We're gonna end on some awful opinions. How about that?
Hooray! I love awful opinions. Most of them are
That's right.
mine.
Silver047 says, but when Arcane did it for Dishonored, it was good.
That's true.
I don't know. I prefer the original version of the song, but that's because I've spent so much time in Irish pubs.
I mean, I'll admit too, like back in the day when it was like Gears of War 2, when they had that commercial and they did the slow Mad World thing, I was kind of like, whoa, because I didn't know any better back then. But
Like,
you know.
it's so epic because it's
like,
slow.
Mad World is he's like gutting down this huge fucking thing, and you're like, they don't link up with each other, but they do. I don't get it.
It's because slow things become epic. Have you watched Braveheart lately? Anybody? I think that movie abuses slow motion more than any other movie in the history of movies.
That's probably true.
It's like the dude gets off of a horse to go get a drink of water, and it's and then he's like going to get in the water, you know. But it's and
mean,
everything
like,
is. That's why
I don't know.
That's why it's 9 hours long.
300 had like every time a Spartan moved, it would go into like that like bullet time slow motion for a second.
Are you guys ready to get really angry? I couldn't make it.
I'm
through
14 and this is deep.
I couldn't.
That's exactly what it
I
was.
could not.
Thank you.
I couldn't make it through. I could not make it through that movie.
300?
Could not.
Oh, I couldn't either. Like
No,
it was.
this ain't working.
No, this ain't gonna work. Oh,
Oh,
there we
there
go.
we're finally. I got about half of the way through it, and then I was just like, I was in with one of the like number 3 time. That's like the 3rd time in a row that I went to the movies with my friends because one of my friends worked there, and he's always like, "I got you free tickets. You're gonna come." And I was like, "Okay, that's the only way you can get me to go to the theaters, free tickets." So I'd show up, and then halfway through, I'd be like, "I'll be in the lobby reading a book, fellas," and they'd be like, "God damn it, man!" And I'd just like sneak out and be like, "I'm sorry, this is like no, I'm gonna be in the lobby reading a book."
Can't you just enjoy a bunch of shirtless dudes stabbing each other, Logan? Come on.
It's like if we do that for real in the parking lot. All right, everybody.
Avatars just dances with wolves with blue aliens instead of Indian. I mean, Native Americans first off, but yes.
Did he just call me an Indian?
I don't know.
Well, I'm only
but I
1/8.
mean, like, yes, Avatar was not, like breaking any boundaries in terms of creative storytelling or like a new plot or anything.
I'll put it up there with one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, the word's unobtainium, which I know it's the thing.
It's a real thing.
It shouldn't be.
We got to get better at this for next week. I keep leaving it on screen instead of putting it on camera. We should both. Be
Yeah,
on
I guess
this.
I should. We gotta get.
We'll get used to this thing.
Woo, woo, ha, oh, where are we going next, Tim? Okay.
All right. Before I start to shine and glisten, let's go on this opinion piece from PC Gamer. PC Gamer listed out the best RPGs of all time, and it is an exhaustive list which covers
Yeah.
a whole bunch of things I disagree with, but they've included a bunch of the things I agree with on there because the list is 900 pages.
Yeah,
900 items long.
They did like that. If we just shotgun blast from the hip, every RPG that's come out for PC will make a correct list.
Yeah.
Like,
And I wouldn't mind having a decent RPG on deck after I finish Pillars of Eternity.
Pillars
So-
2.
God, I'll never see the sun again. I haven't finished Divinity 2 either. Damn it.
Yeah, I need to finish Divinity.
I got Original Sin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't
I mean,
know
I
if
agree
wanna-
with a lot of these on this list, but
Why is this Final Fantasy
I don't
on
know.
there?
I said I agree with a lot of them, not all.
All the Final Fantasies, they had to pick this one. Grimlock's
I'm really into Divinity Original Sin 2, but also at the same time, I made the mistake of taking the Red Prince with me, and like
that's gotta be-
at first I was like, oh, this guy is so entertaining and stuff like that. Like, oh, I think he's kind of funny, and then after a while of hearing him talk, I was like, oh,
All right, let's. I'm gonna
fuck's sake, dude.
to close this out on this topic. Let's talk to the audience here about
No.
the combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 versus the combat in the Infinity Engine games like Pillars of Eternity and similar. Which one do you like better, and why? So, audience, let us know. Do you like the turn-based combat from Divinity: Original Sin, or do you like
Crystal,
or do you like,
thank you.
or do you like smacking spacebar over and over again to pause and issue new commands? What about you?
I prefer the turn-based. Honestly, now that I've played Pillars for a while, I've been playing Pillars for a while and stuff like that, and Divinity as well. I like the turn-based because that's basically what I'm turning every round into on Pillars anyways, because I have to be like,
Smack the spacebar again and
everyone's
again and
gonna
again.
do this. Watch to make sure all the animations go out. Okay, and it gets after a while. I'm just kind of like, oh, why can't I just have a turn-based thing? I don't know. I'm also a really big fan of tabletops and stuff like that, so that turn-based thing works out better for me for strategizing and stuff like that because I just feel more D&D.
You know, and just like chatting with people, like, you know, around town or whatever. I don't know, wherever I go. It seems like most people like I like the turn-based better myself, but I feel like a lot of people have given me the argument that breaks their immersion in the game because it feels like it's not fluid anymore, and like every time they go into combat, everything changes, and I don't know. Thermo says he hates turn-based anything.
Yeah, I feel like I can set up way better strategies on turn-based than I can with like just kind of like, everyone's in there, okay, like, you know.
Right. I mean, as long as you hit spacebar enough, Pillars, I like the combat, but I actually like the combat better.
Yeah.
In Divinity as well. And then you got like games like Morrowind where they tried to combine the feel of tabletop with real time, and it's just a mess. But yeah.
I mean, like, I guess I can
what?
see...
I'm playing a game.
What?
We need to get the chat on the screen. So next week we did it again.
Yeah, next week we'll get the chat on the screen.
And we got to get the chat on the screen next week. We got to get our whole thing set up on the screen. Right now we're just doing it.
Yeah, this is, first round. So
yeah, this business meeting, figure out what we need next time.
Yeah, but it's pretty. We did like we made a pretty nice little makeshift setup here that I'm pretty proud of actually. This little screen over here that we got doing our chat on and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys can't see our secret little screen over here. We're using a screen that's normally supposed to go on top of a camera for when you're like in the field shooting.
Yeah.
So.
Because we're like that. Yeah.
Let us know what you guys want to see next time. Oh, do you want to open up Steam and play a few minutes of the trailer and play that game?
Oh, okay.
You guys want to have one more game?
Okay. All right, we got a quick game that we're gonna try out here.
So I gotta open up Steam here.
Okay. So I'll not look over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open up Steam, and I'm gonna find some random game that he's probably never heard of, and then I'm just gonna start playing the trailer because we've been talking a lot about trailers today, and we're gonna see if he can determine what genre of game it is just from the trailer. Yeah. And I'm not going to show you guys in the comments either. And don't say the name of the game. I'm going to play a little bit of the trailer, and then I'll pop it up on the screen so you guys can see it.
Yeah. We're gonna. This is a new theory that we've got running. Like, and this doesn't just extend to video games. This extends out to like, here's a product that we're trying to market to hipsters. So it's gonna have like upbeat ukulele music playing and stuff like that, or is this
because
like
this is so
a simple
safe.
product for families but for kids? Let's have a xylophone doing the ding 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 ding, like it's
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go find something real quick, guys. Let's see. I'll let them see me browsing around for just a minute, but there we go.
Yeah.
But I won't let them see. I'm gonna scroll around. Oh yeah. Yep. That's what it's maybe. Okay, you guys can't see anymore. Let's see. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah. And we're gonna see if I can.
Tell me what
figure
genre.
out what this is. Okay.
What genre? You ready?
All right. Here we go.
The end has come.
RPG.
Anime?
Yeah. Why not? I'll take that one.
What's animated?
Okay.
Hand drawn.
Okay. It's a action RPG that takes place in a magic-based fantasy world.
Okay. It's not action.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. There. Show everybody what we were guessing at
Yeah.
here.
I'm saying RPG-based, fantasy-based RPG.
We write them because nobody would believe.
All right. Well,
I'm trying really hard not to.
Here you
not
go.
to- Okay, yeah. Is it a top-down or a side-scroller? I guess it's a good question.
it's an RPG with turn-based strategy elements.
Okay.
You,
What do I do?
you can look.
Banner Saga 3.
Yeah, the combat is. This is the way it looks. That's the way the combat looks.
Okay. So I was kind of close. All right.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful game, really beautiful. You guys want to do a couple more before we leave?
You want to do one more? You want to try one, Logan?
Okay, I'll try one.
Okay. Let's see if we can. Let me.
All right, so leave it on camera until you're ready to
switch.
Yep. Until you're ready, and then I'll do the switcheroo. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna look here. I'm good.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn there. Here,
Let me see. Let me find something here.
Yeah, just scroll around and find something. I already know you're gonna click on a hentai game, so don't even.
What?
I already know it's gonna be a waifu simulator.
It's not gonna be. It doesn't have to be.
All right.
Here, let's try it. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Switched over to the. Here we go.
Oh, you have it. Just keep it on the mic, because desktop audio will get the mic in and both.
What? Okay.
Like mute
Why
the
is it
desktop
playing
and
Okay, mute the desktop.
yeah, and leave the mic on. It's a puzzle game.
Okay.
It's a 3D puzzle game.
Yeah.
Very minimal color palette. Right? No.
No.
No enemies. Oh, what the hell's happening now? Oh god. They're the puzzle game where you're trying to get out of a cave.
Kinda.
Oh, now there's something chasing him. Alright, what is this? Oh, it's not 3D.
It's got color palettes for days.
Yeah, it does.
This color palette.
Well, it really threw me for a loop right there. It threw me for a loop, like right after, like in the middle, where it's like it's all happy, then all of a sudden, dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Why are all these new and trending? Why is that gross?
New and trending. Okay, who's buying all this stuff? You know who? Lonely
Buying it all?
people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the cave was a really great call.
You had to have that cave feel.
Yeah, it's got a cave-like feel. What is all these? Why are all these?
What?
What's wrong with the world today? I'm moving on.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weebs.
Weebs.
That's Josh.
My waifu. All right.
All right, guys.
We'll try this game again another time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let us know what you think, and let us know what segments you'd like to see more of. And if you guys have segment ideas, I'd like to have more segments and less news, because everyone's covering the news, and I feel like we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes. Feel free to message us and let us know what you want to see on here. And you guys are great.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. We'll see you in the comments. Hopefully we'll get partnered everything soon.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know how that goes as well. And watch throughout the week. I'll be streaming as I'm doing some world building or some environment art and Unreal Engine. I'll be streaming a little bit of that.
And
maybe you'll stream.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stream like me playing games and stuff like that too later, and maybe some other stuff, some other shows too.
Yeah.
More streams, not less streams. That's the,
Yeah. And if you guys like this, maybe we'll do a stream that's just about tabletop RPGs. And maybe I'll do a stream that's just about me standing up naked in front of the camera for an hour. Maybe. Is that allowed on Twitch?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's allowed on Twitch, yeah. Metal stream. That's a good idea. Talk about whatever metal.
Boy, that would hurt.
Today's been a Dio day at the office, in case you guys are wondering. It's just mostly rainbow, though.
Banana fight.
Banana fight.
Yep.
Not going to happen. Maybe.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. I'm pushing the button.
Meeting over.
Meeting
Meeting
adjourned.
adjourned.